I've got just one bunch of celery here. I bought it the other day, and I don't want it to go to waste. We're not going to be using it for a while, and I don't have freezer space. So I've got 2 jars of dehydrated celery up there, and it hasn't been opened yet. But I've got one that's empty. So it's time to start filling up another one. So I thought, well, I'll just dehydrate this, and I'll probably wind up buying a new one, you know, another day, and just dehydrating that. I dehydrate the leaves. See, the leaves are getting, you know, look for the bad parts. Pull them off. You don't need all that. That can go in stock or whatever. Which I'll probably do that too. So we're gonna break that off. And all these ends here will go in for my stock. Let me put this over here. And you can put this in dirt and it'll grow. I've did that before too. Those are stock. I'll wash these up and I'll freeze these. You know, just kind of wilty ones. The other ones you can dehydrate too, these leaves. They're fine. So I'm going to take these in and wash them all. And I don't like the looks of that one. That one's stock, as far as I'm concerned. Still snappy and crunchy. Okay. Look at these. There's a little bit of brown there. I'm going to just throw that away. We don't need that on there. And see, I'll just cut it like that and use that for the stock. Whoops, I threw the wrong one. Okay. So we're gonna go get these washed. Let's check and make sure, because I want to make sure I got all the ends off. That looks bad. There's a couple here. That little end there. Like I said, though, they will go in for vegetable stock or whatever stock I use. This looks good. This one looks unhealthy. Stock. Not much, but it all adds up in my freezer. I'm just going to use this for stock too. Okay. Let me go wash these up and I shall return. Okay, my other stock bag's full. So I've washed these and they're all going in for stock. They're not going to go in my food. They're just going to be heated up and boiled up with stock. I still got that turkey bone, ham bone. I got to get busy on them one day. I'm just waiting until it gets a little bit deeper outside and cold or heat up the house. Okay, so those ends are going in the freezer. I'll mark them too. Okay, these we're going to cut up. Maybe I should do like 2 at a time, huh? I got them washed. And then if you see any bad spots, just take them out. You don't want to dehydrate any bad spots. So the size I get them is probably like that size. Maybe less than 1/4 of an ounce. Now, if you don't want to blanch these, this is the way I do it. If you don't want to blanch these, cut them a little bit thinner, like, let me see here, probably that size if you don't want to blanch them. But I am going to blanch these. Dehydrate's a lot better. And I do onions. I dehydrate green onions because I always have leftovers of them, you know. So, and they'll work for any kind of like sauces or whatever I'm doing, you know. Let's see, I think we can get a couple more. A little bad one there. Get rid of that. So I'll start me a new jar of these. And I'll even dehydrate those, you know. So, that out of the way. Some of them are cutting a little bit too big, so it's like, slow down, Mike. I'm going to set my timer on, or my oven, my dehydrating oven. I could use my Nesco, but I'll just use the other one because I have trays for them that the celery won't fall through. Just in case thing, you know. I'll just use that. It don't take long with that one. The big caliber. These out of the way. Actually, maybe I'll get a tray. One of them trays and put them on there. And I got a phone call. It always happens. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that was just my doctor calling. More problems, one right after another. I'm getting awful tired of it. But anyways, stop this medication because it's counteracting with your glyperamide or whatever, you know. It can cause psychotic something. I'm like, all right, you guys are making me psychotic. But anyway, so they had to call in new prescription. It was a big ordeal over the phone just for that. So I did wind up, while I was talking on the phone, putting these on trays. And it don't matter if you got them like bunched up a little bit. You know, that's fine. I'm going to put some more down on this tray because, you know, it'd be nice if you spread them out a little bit. But let me get some more cut up and I'll be back. Okay. I had to run uptown real quick for my daughter. Okay, and go get my medicine. So, these leaves, you don't really need to blanch. So I'm just gonna probably put them on 2 trays. Grab some of these up. This way they're not, you know, and these probably won't, these definitely won't take as long as the others. There we go. We'll put that there. And then this one, I thought I pulled it all off. There we go. Alright, and this one looks good. So we'll put this up here. And then what we're going to do, let's see if I can get you guys adjusted here, is we're going to blanch that celery in boiling water. So this is that whole bunch that normally I do like 3 or 4, but this is going to take up a few trays, a couple of trays. So we're going to let that boil. When it comes to a boil, we're going to let it boil for probably 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. And as soon as it comes to a boil, I'm setting a timer. I mean, it's boiling right now, but not as good as I want it to. I want it to come into a nice full rolling boil. Let's get it mixed up here a little bit. Okay, as soon as that comes to a boil, I'll be back. So while I'm waiting on that to boil, I know it's a little dark, but I'm going to go ahead and put these celery leaves in there. Get that set. Those won't take long at all. About dump that tray. There, those two are in there. Now we're waiting on the other ones. Okay, we got a boil. So we're gonna set our timer for 3 minutes. Okay, Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. And we're starting now.
She's kind of slow. You ask her to do something, she's starting now. You know, it's like, okay, 3 minutes, starting now. Come on, I want it snappy. Alright, so when the 3 minutes is up, we'll shut this off and we'll be back. Okay, so I got my strainer here. I'm ready to strain it with a bowl underneath. I probably should have got a larger bowl, but we'll see if that works. I don't want a bunch of water all over my table, though. Okay, okay, Google, cancel the timer. Okay, so we got our 3 minutes of parboiling it, or par cooking it. Now you don't have to do it like I said, just cut them thinner, you know. And when they dehydrate down, they dehydrate to nothing hardly. I should have got my spider. At least it picks up a lot more at a time. Okay, I'll be back when I get this all out of here. Okay. That didn't take long at all. Alright, so I'm so used to having like 5-6 bunches of these. So, you know, it does pay to have a slotted spoon, but I wish I would have used my spider for it, because I could probably get it out in 3 scoops. My batteries went dead. As you can see, my battery's there. But I changed them out, didn't take no time. So we'll probably get 2 trays out of these. And try to have clean hands, because if I was invited to your house, I would definitely want to know I'm eating clean. I'm just that type of person, I guess. So there's 1 tray done. And then let's get another one. So I'm thinking 2 trays, and then we got 2 trays of leaves. It might take a little bit more than 2 trays. Oops. If I keep dropping them, I just dropped 1. I always drop something. It's a habit. That should have went on the leaf one. That's okay. Okay. Now let's get another tray. Well, I thought I had one out. I guess I don't. Well, let's see if we can squeeze the rest of these on here. We might be able to put some more on the other one. I mean, you don't have to have them perfect, but I really never hardly do, but I'm just doing this because I got you guys on camera. Try to do single layer here. Usually I just pile it on, and as long as I can shove it in my dehydrator, then it's done, you know. Alright, now let's try the other one. We'll get this one out of the way. I don't think I can put any more on that one. This one's pretty full too, but I'm sure we can get the rest of these out. I'm going to make them go on there. I'm going to force them to go on there. And these right here, that's plastic canvas. It's worked for me for years. I've never had to go out and buy new ones yet. I got a whole pack of them really cheap. I don't know, $3, $4 at Walmart, Wally World. People say, well, I wouldn't shop at Wally World. Well, you know, you got to do what your budget can do. That's just the way I feel. Whatever, if you can get out of it reasonable and, you know, and be able to preserve it, why not? As long as it's not expired. I mean, if it is expired, that's fine, as long as you think it's good. Okay, there we go, folks. I'm going to go throw these in the dehydrator, and when they're dehydrated, okay, folks, I'll show you. My celery took about 4 hours at 135 in the dehydrator. Now, I'll try to post instructions, if you don't have a dehydrator, how to do it all in the oven. But anyway, so these I'm going to, sorry about my phone. These I'm going to grind up and make celery powder. These were the leaves. So, I mean, you can do it in a baggie and crush them that way. I'm just going to throw them in here just in case I might have a chunk of celery. Okay. We have a jelly jar here. I think they're more or less half pints, but it says on the box, jelly jar. And I got these washed and dried. I probably only fill up a half of one with, I got 2 trays of that. So I don't know if they're going to actually go through here. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's celery powder, which you can make celery salt out of that with just a little bit of sea salt, and or just not just use celery powder. You only need 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then there's my dried celery. So that you can just add a few flakes to whatever you're using, or if you need more powder, then do more powder, which I have plenty up there. So I'm going to put dates on these, and use the old first. But this I will put in a bigger container because I'm sure I'll get more. And I'll put it in one of them half gallons like I did up there. Okay? But I'll add as I go over the months. But I've got it all sealed. This one I can't seal, but this one I did seal. Okay, have a great day. Bye.